Okay, so I'm on my GoPro and I'm going to see if this is going to work. Okay, well, it's a brand new day. Going to be right up there in the 90s today again. But let's just see how this goes. I'm going to go get out on the boat and introduce a brand new idea for the day of what is going to be accomplished. And tell you right now, before we even get up there, this thing is coming off. This old, tattered, beat up tarp is coming off the boat today. And that has a lot to do with the plans that I've got for the rest of the day. So let's get on up there, and we'll see you up there in just a minute. Okay, well, let me get this turned around. All right, well, here's the deal. It is now just after 7 o'clock, and it is already 78 degrees out here. I don't know why I've got this jacket on. But anyway, complete change of plans. Complete change of plans. After yesterday and all the work I did out here in the cockpit, I've decided to do a major, major cleanup on this boat. After all the sanding I did to get the bottom paint off, everything got completely covered in black soot. Then after that, the raccoon got on board and tracked up the whole front of this boat. That is a mess. Then after that, I did all the sanding out here. Now white dust is over the top of the black dust. And it's just a wreck out here. And I'm saying I'm done with it. So today, first thing I'm going to do is finish the sanding on the cockpit seats, because I'm almost done with that. And once that is done on the port side particularly, I'm going to get everything out of the cockpit, get the stupid tarp off the boat, and scrub this boat down completely. I've had it. It's had an entire winter of neglect. We're into the summer now. It's just a filthy mess. And this old girl is going to get a major, major cleanup today. I've got a plan for what's going on after that. I'm going to hopefully build with a brand new tarp going on here, kind of a tent over the back of the boat here. Well, the whole boat, but particularly the cockpit. And if at the end of the day, if everything goes well, I'm going to go ahead and try to paint, and that'll be the last thing I do before she's completely buttoned up, so that nothing interrupts, nothing disturbs all the fresh, new paint in the cockpit seats. Anyway, that's the plan, guys. So you're going to be seeing a lot of cleaning today. First of all, getting that stupid tarp off from here. It is just shredded, and it's a wreck, and we're going to get that off. And then I got to make a trip uptown. I've got to see how much, what do you want to call it, soft scrub I have, because I use soft scrub and a hard bristle brush to do all the cleaning, and that's a necessity. I've got to get that going before anything else. Make sure I've got all my supplies on hand. So, all right, guys, that's it for now. I'm going to go on in and grab some breakfast, and we'll be catching you guys right after breakfast and get this whole cleaning process started. One thing about it, it'd be a good thing to do on a hot day, because that nice cold water coming out of the hose is going to feel good. And I'm not going to care if I get wet today. Just get this boat clean. So we'll catch you after breakfast. Well, guys, beginning of the day, run up to West Marine. Got to pick up some boots for my spreaders on the mast. We'll see, because I'm not confident they're going to have the right ones. May end up having to order them. But in the meantime, I'm going to begin scrubbing on the boat before too long, and I want to pick up a brand new full bottle of soft scrub because I'm going to be using a ton of it. So, all right, I'll see you guys when I get back. I got to go do this. I want to concentrate on the road, not on the video. Catch you later. Well, just for the record, I just found another raccoon pee. This is where he did it on the port side. He decided to be very equal about it. So anyway, okay, all this is getting cleaned up. I've started sweeping everything down, and then we're going to start scrubbing. So, and it's about 92, 93 degrees right now. Well, at least it's all swept, and even now it looks a lot better than it did. But I mean, I no sooner got it swept than more pine needles came down on it. My recommendation, if you can at all help it and you've got a boat, don't park under a pine tree. Anyway, all right, let me get to work here. I'm going to get a bucket of hot sudsy water and start doing the particular areas I want nice and clean that are around the companionway itself. And then after that, I'll start up on the bow with some soft scrub. When I went and got me an extra one, where'd it go? Yeah, there we go. Got one of these this morning, so gonna be up on the bow, starting up there with a good bristle brush and cleaning her bow to stern. So back at it. Okay, just for the record, if you decide to be cheap like me and buy and get soft scrub instead of boat wash or one of those other ones, don't buy the stuff with OxyClean. This stuff is useless. Absolutely, it's just garbage, okay? It's a nice lovely green color. It has a nice smell to it, and it's absolutely useless. Just go for the bottom shelf and see if you can find one that still has bleach, with bleach. That's the only stuff that works. If you got a nice white sailboat, don't waste your time on stupid OxyClean. Anyway, just for the record, I'm grateful. When I went back in, my mom had a whole bottle of this, and she's giving it to me, and I'm offered to give her this stuff. She says she doesn't want it. I don't blame her. All right, I got to get back to work. We're coming, by the way. This is it's starting to look pretty good. I don't know if you can tell. Yeah, a lot better. I got a lot of pine needles up there, but I mean, boy, it's a far cry from where it was. And I got a little bit more to do, and we'll get her all washed down, and then toward the end of the day, we'll get the new tarp on and see if we can't paint these seats. I have a leak below. Thankfully, I pulled my port and starboard cushions both out to check before that leak started, but I'm doing all this hosing down and stuff up here. But I've been suspicious for a long time that that's the culprit right there. I don't know if you can see that screw underneath the scupper there. That goes directly below right where that leak is. At least that's what I'm guessing at this point. It's the only place I see where it could just come, flowing into that area. So, as soon as everything's dried up here, I got some boat life, and I'm going to just smear that whole screw right there inside and out. I'm going to go on the outside of the scupper and see if I can access it any better out there. But anyway, I want to stop that if at all possible. I just don't want any leaks below, especially where those cushions are. Well, here's my brand new tarp. I've got it all stitched up on that end, just like I had it last time, so that when I pull this up over the bow pulpit, it hangs straight down, stitched together, and then I can pull the corner back and begin to cinch things up. In the meantime, back here, I've got two tails coming off, and these are the ones that stretch the whole thing taut at the back of the boat. As it comes over the stern, I take these and I tie them to the stanchions down under the boat, and and then we begin to kind of work the magic of putting all the other ropes around it and tying her across, etc., etc., etc. But anyway, I just want to kind of preset this the way I had the other one, because it was working so well. And I just hope that this one lasts longer than the last one did. So we'll see. All right, I got to get to work. I got to try to swing this around a little bit and pull these pull these tails up over the bow and then begin hauling it back. And it's time for What's New Corner. Okay, we're going to begin by actually what's newly refurbished. This is the chock that goes on the back on the lazarette, and it was completely corroded. I haven't got the screw holes done yet, but basically it was a mess. Completely corroded with years and years of tarnish. And this time I didn't try to do that formula that you do with salt and baking powder and vinegar and all that kind of good stuff. I just went ahead and took some sandpaper and then some steel wool and cleaned up pretty nice. Maybe a little bit more work on it before it goes back on the stern back here. But anyway, newly refurbished. Now, the biggie. This is my What's New Corner with a nice little case. Isn't that a nice looking case right there? Yeah, very good. Very good. Well, what's in the case? And you think you all know because I did a whole episode on this. But let me go ahead and get this unzipped. I'll show you. Okay, we're ready. And so this is What's New Corner. And there is my little GoPro Hero 6 Black. Awesome little camera. I've not used it a whole lot because I'm still feeling a bit intimidated. Also in here, which you wouldn't know if it hadn't been there when the order came in, but I have 2 brand new batteries for it that have already been charged up. The charger is back at home. There was no need for me to bring it because I've got the battery and this is charged up, plus 2 other batteries charged up, so I'm not going to need it while I'm here. The charger part of it, but also keep one of these in here, and there's a cord here, and between those everything stays charged up. As a matter of fact, you don't have to charge the batteries in the charger. All you do is plug this in with a cord, and this plugs right into the camera itself and charges the battery in the camera. So anyway, awesome little piece of equipment. Like I said, I hope to get some work done with it on this trip, but at home, I've got a brand new part of What's New Corner that's coming in today. I'm hoping they'll leave it at my house. There's a bunch of accessories to go with my GoPro. So anyway, that's it for GoPro. Well, it was kind of GoPro Corner. That's it for What's New Corner for today. And let me get to work out there in the cockpit. Hey, great to have you aboard, and look forward to getting some great work done while we're here. Okay, so adding to What's New Corner, let's see if we can straighten that out. Brand new heavy duty 20 by 30 tarp, 10 mil, which is exactly like the one that just shredded on me. But, well, we'll see how it goes. Maybe this one will last a little better than the last one. And in the meantime, also this, besides What's New Corner here, my brother just brought this over to me, and this is almost a full bag of Kiwi grip. He already used this on his foredeck after they did the repair work, and I got quite a bit left here. I think it's going to be enough to do my bench seats in the cockpit back there. So, all right, and he already instructed me on the way to use this without getting any air in, and anyway, it's going to be nice. So we get started on that first thing in the morning. All right, I'll probably come back out after my brother leaves. He's over here for a visit, and I want to go settle in with the fam and spend some time with my brother, and we'll be back out and do a wrap up on the day when I get done with that. So, okay, so here are the 2 through hulls. Let me see if I can get this lined up. This is the intake for the marine head that was on here. This is the output for the marine head, and you can tell from looking at them that they've been stupid thing. I got the new tarp over this. Okay, that they've been cocked 2 or 3 times around in the past. And what my plan is, I'm not going to be able to get to it this time. I want to dig out all the caulking around these and completely rebed them. Now, I'm not going to be able to bed them because I'm not taking them out, but I definitely am going to have to see what I can do to caulk them. I don't see any separation there, but yeah, I'm gonna redo these for sure. I just don't feel comfortable with them. Now we're going to go on the inside, and I'll show you what we've got on the inside. So here's a piece of ancient marine technology. I don't see any indication of leakage, but frankly, these are 50 years old. I'm not real happy about them even being in the boat, but here's the deal. From what I can tell, the valves are shut off on both of these. This is the intake for the water to flush the toilet. This is the output for the head. And both of them, not only the valve shut off, but they are capped. You see, that's capped and that's capped. So I don't know. I think the least I'm going to do, like I said, when I get back, is dig out all around those through hulls and put in some fresh caulking all around them, just really press it in the seam, and then once the caulking is dried up, hit it with some bottom paint. Anyway, another project another time. In the meantime, let me just go ahead and wrap it up right now because I've flat run out of time on this trip. It has been so stinking hot, and I've been working my butt off all day. So let me turn this around. We're going to wrap this up. This is going to be well, it's been about 95 degrees today, something like that, and I've been sweating all day like crazy trying to get this boat cleaned up. Did a pretty good job. The main thing I found, which I've been concerned about for a while, is a particular leak over on the port side. Obviously I'm spraying with a hose and, water running down, next to the tow rail and so forth. And sure enough, I pulled the cushion out of the port side, well, out of both sides, just as a caution. And then I checked, and there was no water coming in starboard. But then when I checked the port, thankfully I'd pull the cushion out because there was water coming in, obviously right along the tow rail where that, where there's some screws that go through right there to probably to anchor the tow rail. So what I did, I found right where the scuppers are, there are two scuppers that there is a screw exposed underneath, and there's no indication that there's ever been caulked. So I caulked both of those today. I went ahead and used some boat life and very carefully caulked all over the top of them, just kind of pressed it in down around. So hopefully that ends it. Hopefully I won't have any more leaking, because I do not want water leaking down through along the gunnels here and ruining my good cushions that I've put so much work into. Anyway, guys, that's it. It's been a blistering 2 days of work. I got a lot accomplished, but I wish I'd gotten more accomplished. Didn't get anything done on the mast. That's going to have to wait for another time. I did start looking up boots. I went up to West Marine. They don't have any mast boots, or spreader boots at all. They're out. And I took measurements. All my lines, both, fore and aft, both shrouds and stays are all 3/16. That's the diameter, and the spreader ends are 1 inch. So I haven't found anything that's an exact fit, and I don't know that I will. The closest I came was 7/8 inch diameter for the boot size, going onto the spreader, and 3/16. That's correct for the shrouds. So, guys, I don't know. We're just gonna take it a step at a time here, and I'm gonna be online searching for the correct ones for the time I come back, and then we'll do the mast. So, hey, listen, thanks for stopping by Restoring Little Girl. I got to get cleaned up. My brother's coming over. We're going to grab some supper, and we'll catch you on the next time down. I don't want to sound discouraged, but it's tough working and getting a lot accomplished when it is this stinking hot. But I'll be grateful when I finally get my brand new tarp, which is already 3/4 on, get it in place, and I won't have to worry about that one leaking for a while, and it's not going to shred. So, guys, we'll catch you next time down. Thanks for stopping by.